I wanted to start today's stream here because every time I open my Season 8 game, I get this bit of confusion where I feel like it's Season 7 again, or I've gone to the wrong place. Like, I'm not supposed... Oh, no, wait, hang on, that's just the background, you know. I love this, though. I love the copper blocks. One of the things I like doing every season is giving the menu a new sort of feel. But I'm just not getting used to this background. So much so that I might even change it. But there you go. That's my Season 8 menu right there. And we're going live on Twitch without an announcement video. And I was just about to say, my chat's very quiet. I'm waiting for it to kick in, because I just published an episode of Hermitcraft. So if you're watching this on the second channel on a Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it gets published, episode 2 of my Season 10 is out. I took care of this creeper. What we're going to do in this stream is move into our little house over here and just move in all of our junk. Then we're going to do some trading with villagers and stuff like that. So just doing some grindy bits. Also, spoilers if you haven't seen the latest episode. Oh, the whole episode just ruined it. Oh, no, there was plenty more than that going on. In fact, this whole stream is just going to deal with stuff that we did in that one. So I need some help from all y'all today. One thing I think I want to do is turn this into a bit of a two-parter with a basement and have a balcony here at the front. But I'm going to need help with like material suggestions and whatnot. I was going to get some new tools sorted out soon as well. Yeah, I want to make this feel kind of snazzy, and I think the way to do it is to have a staircase and then make this thing actually kind of drop down. Title needs a bit of a change, buddy. Still says HHH. That's odd because... it rolled it all back. I changed it all a minute ago, and now it doesn't say it. Let's fix that. Oh, interestingly, it kept the live notification, but the title rolled itself back. Maybe I forgot to... I might have forgot to reset the stream labels. Let's do that. I don't know. Anyway, I have literally started this stream right after eating. Like, I don't think I've ever started up a stream so quick. Hey, we got Bait Neil here for 4 months. Long time lurker, 4-month subscriber. Cheers, my dude. Thank you for all those gifted subs as always. Appreciate you doing that. And thank you for subscribing. We got Magic Slayer, 6,000 here with the Prime as well. I also didn't get to read T-Bear 76 right at the end of the last stream that we did, which was a Hermits Helping Hermits. That's out on the second channel. That was a gloriously fun stream. Gloriously fun. And now I'm kind of aware that I've dug myself into a hole. So I feel like a balcony up here is the way to go. What we're going to need is some wooden materials right nearby. So this will be good. As will slabs. And this is just like getting beyond a joke now. There's just too much disorganization, you know. I feel like these trapdoors will come in at some point, so we'll take the spruce woods. And I want to get tons of decorative blocks in here and just make it all look super awesome and gorgeous. And one of the things that I think helps you do that in general is having an actual, you know, storage space or whatever. I need a crafting bench. Might as well move this one over here. Oh, I don't have an axe. Dang. Let's grab that. Oh wait, there's one in there. Whatever. Okay, I'm kind of thinking that the spruce trapdoors will make the floor as you walk in. So we'll get a whole bunch of those together. David Snowy, thank you for the Prime, my dude. Appreciate it. Chloe says, I don't know what to watch, the new episode or the stream. Well, both will be available for you later if you choose to watch them, you know, in whatever order you like, really. I think... Oh, dang it! Yeah, there we go, we'll do that. And what way is this facing? That way? I feel like down there is probably the place it makes sense to have a staircase. And there ain't a lot of room to work with up here, is there? Oh yeah, little height variances can sometimes be a cool little spot for detail. So we'll probably put like a few barrels or something over there. Maybe we'll put like tools and things we want to grab quickly. Put like a lectern or something here. Might be good. So we probably won't need to use this space. That's where I think I'm going to put some oak trapdoors. We got this. And we've also got that. So oak trapdoors. Have these coming up. One of the things I really like is decorations where you cram like a lot of stuff into a small space. It can be super tricky sometimes, you know. Like here, for example, if I'd have just made a couple more. What we can do at the end here is have that, and you can still walk down here. So let's put in another one. Oh, you would do that to me, wouldn't you? Why is that one placed that way but not the other? It's because I put it against a block, probably. Aha. Someone is sleeping through the night. Fantastic. So there's a nice little upper area, and then we can go down here. And I don't know what this is going to look like, but obviously we can put more chests and things down here. I think in general it probably needs to go one block lower and have the floor material down here. And welcome to all the peeps tuning in. Lots of you swinging by today. Good to see. Grey Ski here for 3 months. Phantom's Logic here for 6. Thank you so much. Okay. Membi says I'm sick of hearing you cry. This is like a really weird meme that's probably just some meme that's going around that I don't even know about. And that's fine. I ain't got time for memes. Yuri Karama says, I'm so bored I came here for some fun. Well, today the fun is in the variety of messing around with villagers and sorting out some storage. Thought it'd be nice just to do some kind of like creative building. And immediately what I'm noticing is that this thing is kind of limiting in that it's like you can't put a block below it to block off the view. So we might have to ditch that one and use that as the back wall. I'm pretty sure that's the way that's going to go. I think I'll just put some regular planks like that. Get our door block back. We got Commodus Fire here for 12 months. Frosty1 for 2. Jellyman 2001 for 14. And Cat Crazy 8. Here are the cheers and bits. Thank you so much for the support, my dude. Appreciate it. I meant that it is fun, says Yuri Kramer. Awesome. If you find this fun, that's great. Oh, we need some lighting from the top. In fact, the inside of this needs something a little different going for it. I think maybe getting the storage in here first makes the most sense. Because what I want to achieve is that ability to walk in, see all the blocks, and be like, I need this one, I need that one. You know? So we do want some symmetry going on here, and just looking at this, the lowest height we can... Where did I put that crafting bench? The lowest height we can operate is like there. So if we make this the bottom... Just like that. That means we need to make this room like a lot lower. I'm thinking maybe like a multi-floor thing might look really cool in here now, as I start to tear out a bit more space. So we'll have like this, and then we'll put barrels below and behind. So we sort of pull the size of the room out a little bit. That's incorrect. Or is it? Maybe we can just do it a little bit like that. So it would go... And then we'd have some strip stuff here. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's put planks there, even though I feel like just throwing off the textures every now and then is kind of a cool thing to do. So everything here can be a barrel on this side, and we probably want it to be free tool with a little extra on the end. So now the player's going to be moving around at this level, looking at it. By the player, I mean me. And this is like early game storage, so we don't have to overthink stuff. This is just a place to look at a whole bunch of barrels, essentially. Put item frames on the front of them, or maybe blocks on the ground to kind of hint what they are. That sounds kind of nice, actually, like having a trench of blocks just here that tell us what they are. And I think we'll put that in and then come back to the rest of this room a little later. I did say a minute ago about lights, and I was thinking lanterns hanging down. I feel like we need that now because it's starting to get a little dark. But getting the barrels in first means we can move some stuff across and then just not worry about it as much. We got Flauche Balshen 22. I apologise in advance for butchering your name. Thank you so much for supporting our community with 5 gifted subs right there, right as we find 5 lanterns. What is going on with that? My brain likes that kind of stuff. It's like, whoa. Whoa, 5 lanterns? Right as we get 5 gifted subs. Oh, look at me! Ancient debris! Just 1 piece so far. There's the chains. But I guess I'll make more myself. I was about to press R over the chain, but that's a modded thing. Okay, in we go. MDK Dave, thank you for the prime. Also, those gifted subs: Striker Rocker, Ginger MJ, Call Me Ben, Invade Merker, and Dave the 6th. Be sure to say thanks in chat, peeps. Hey Xisuma, what's your opinion on DN? Oh, the old DN. Yeah. You know, the D and the N. My opinion is that I think it's really clever that they didn't call it ND, because then you would have got confused with DDN and NIDDD. You know? Oh, the old ND. Sorry to mess with you. I have no idea what ND is. It sounds very vague and non-specific. Let's put a block here, another one there, chain, lantern. This area's nice and lit up. Okay, then I think we'll put one here and then another gap of 2. This time though, they're going to come down further down. Chat has got some ideas. I like ND too, says 6root. Never dying, says Lazy Panda Man. New disco. See what I mean? North Dakota. Not denying. What is ND? It's one of life's greatest mysteries. Let's put a few more blocks here. Right, I do plan on making this look far more interesting later on. But I kind of like the idea of maybe only having one chain and it slants down. Just trying to do everything different. Trying to get away from those little ideas of, oh, they've got to be neatly spaced out. And yeah, see what we can do when we play a little different. So over on this side, I kind of like the idea of this wrapping round a little bit. Maybe we'll put our enchanting setup here. And then the middle is that spot. Oh, look at that. Secret underground area. Didn't fill it in, did I? Yeah, maybe have some sort of thing here, a block. Maybe it's like deep slate and then there's a lantern on it. So that brings light in down at this level. Cool. Really need those barrels, don't we? In fact, I think I can craft some already. Yes. 11. Dang. Just what we need. Just wondering if we can squeeze some chests in there as well, and that would even look interesting, because it's a bit flat, having the same thing over and over again. Maybe we could rotate a couple, like... Who says you can't just rotate a few? Like, what rule is that? We just make up rules for ourselves all the time. Yeah, let's get some more. Oh yeah, speaking of rotating, like... Ones like that, it don't look too bad, does it? One facing that way. I don't know. It's a little bit different just to have them oddly rotated. R. Ren Doc ND. Be a bit of a weird abbreviation for Rendoc, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't it be RD? Nocturama, thank you for the subscription. Take Mikan. Snocky is here for 5 months. Tasty Jazz Vibe here for 5 as well. Juno Knight here with the Prime. Wushel Locky here for 9 months. And Walnut Simulcrium is here with the Prime. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. I kind of feel like all this really needs is like some trapdoors and then barrels again. Right, so then more barrels back here. And I feel like this also probably needs like some sort of special texture to make things pop. But I'm not sure what that texture is going to be. Again, we need way more barrels. Now we need one more barrel, or possibly two. I really do, when I look at this, I really do feel like I should be looking up at this. Like I should be even further down than I currently am. So I think as for that 2 floors idea, it comes about what I want to do with the space. I'm not entirely sure. I did have this idea of having... I wish I'd have thought this through more, because everything's so organic and like unplanned at the moment. But I had this idea of like having a little cutout come through here and bridge off over to that island and building something there. So maybe if this thing came down to this sort of level, let's get a slabby jab. Would it go? I think it would have to be about there. There we go. And then maybe stairs again after that. It's those 3 there that I'm after. Oh, look at this inventory. This is why I need to get the storage stuff sorted out. Yeah, no, that kind of needs to be lower in order to put that right there, which is in the middle of the room. It's where it should be. Maybe what we can do is rip out this trapdoor, kind of start it off there, and have the... oh, not like that. The next one sort of here, so it goes down pretty steep. Down to that height, and then that means this bit's here. That's your 3 wide bit. Down around the corner again, and we can come even lower than this. One thing is for sure, I really need to start like stashing some stuff in here already. Just got done watching your latest video, Xisuma. Glad I could catch a stream, says Doggy Devil. Doggy Devil? I think it's Doggy Devil. Glad to have you with us, my dude. Hope you enjoyed the episode. So then we can go in that direction down there. This would lend itself then to have some big old pillars. And I so really want to get some more textures in here, right? Probably Junglewood is like my best bet. So that can then lead us down to that bridge bit that I talked about, right? That feels kind of good. Although now it feels like this is probably going to be not much of a balcony. So let's see if that came down by 1 block further and this was the floor level. Then we might have psych. Yugi Axe's music a bit loud. If it is, it's probably just because I'm being a little bit quiet today. K-Peng, glad you enjoyed the last episode. I feel like this season's just going to be a really different style for me. And one of the things about that is like streaming today, like usually it'd be way more coordinated, but I just spontaneously felt like streaming. I was like, the things I'm going to do next I just thought would be fun to do on a stream, so here we are. You know, okay, I just put an episode out. Life's short, stop overthinking it. That's my attitude now. Right, now that we're down low, we've kind of got like a lot of space for bulk storage or anything else in here. I'm also thinking I don't really want to squeeze everything into one building, as I'm going to need multiple buildings, right? And now this thing really does feel like it's more decorative for what's going to end up below it. So we might refine the amount of barrels here and change the design a little bit. But I should probably also start getting some of the blocks into these barrels. One of the big ones would just be to have cobble here. And then maybe either side of it we put like granite and andesite. But yeah, still not got like the fullest idea of how this is going to play out. That space feels very like open for something. I wonder if we could use this bit here a bit more. Put some trapdoors around it, maybe have another staircase that goes up there. I don't know what would be up there. Or okay, God, look at this constant juggle. I'll tell you what, Mini-Me's like taking up a valuable slot on this hotbar. I need to just pay more attention when I do that. It's like, if I just looked for a little bit longer, it's like, oh yeah, I'm not placing chains and lanterns right now. Okay, so what if this went the other way? It goes back up. Oh, and then we could have a similar thing like that over there. Interesting idea. Okay, let's say we put the trapdoors at this level this time. So we have a little platform here. Oh, whoopsie. And I don't like the way you can see that. Oops. Although we're probably going to bring that texture into this area anyway. Right, I'm thinking that this is pretty cool now. Okay, let's get some more trapdoors. And we've got a noise in the air. We've got Amiga GTX here subscribing. Crayoleon is here for 3 months. Yipu HD is here with the Prime. Thank you so much for your support as always, peeps. It's appreciated. Dynamite says, hey X, what are you working on? Whatever this is, storage internal area. Might just be a code name for it. Yeah, I feel like maybe we could even ditch something here and put like some flower blocks or something in. I've got some ideas. But yeah, it's slowly coming together. Right, let's get a few more trapdoors. And then here, on there. So quite similar to this side. Oops, it's beyond me, there we go. I'm liking it. I just definitely got to make this bit feel useful, and I think the way to do it is to put in one... So I was thinking of putting the 4 flowers in, but then... I guess I could if I just remove this. It could be like 1, 2, 3, 4. They'd all be raised up on like a... Oh, I wonder if I can put them on the moss block. Do I have moss blocks here? And even saplings and stuff? Yes. When I say saplings and stuff, what I really mean is bone meal. Cool. I think if I go up like a block, I can contain this. Will this be permanent, someone asks. Everything here is permanent, but the storage area is like just an early game storage area. One of the things I want to do is make this island look really gorgeous. Oh yeah, and then I've got to put that there. Cool, and now we've got a whole bunch of those, right? I think you've got to silk touch them though to pick them back up. Well, let's try. Oh no! Also, the hoe is the tool of choice, right? Oh dang, this is going to fill up my inventory. I am getting very tired of, like, inventory management just got so much worse in this update. I've been moaning about it for a long time, but it is starting to take the mick. Just look at all this extra stuff we just got, you know. Anyway, little test. I need the flour as well. I've got 3 of them so far, 3 of the 4 flowers. Here they are. Just need 1. And, oh my goodness me. Sunflower, where's the sunflower? There it is. Have some dirt. Hup Flupper says, I don't even see how bundles help that much, to be honest. Join the club. Join the club. I don't understand that one at all, really. Oh, look, the sunflower faces the wrong direction. I think the greenery there is really nice. And then what we probably need is like some flower pots on top of a couple of extra blocks around the side. I can't help but feel something here might be good. It's probably the dirt that's throwing me off. Now I need another tool. Yeah, that's okay. Feel like we're getting there. We're getting there very slowly. I want to introduce another material real quick. I feel like this room needs an accent. It's mostly oak. What's the other material that we can put in there? Something really interesting. We probably haven't got anything interesting yet. I'm not very good at this like early game stuff because all the materials and that are just kind of hard to farm and think about, especially with this chaos. Gosh, maybe some birch in there. Oh, they fixed Oregen in 1.17.2. Now, you saying that makes me think the 1.17.2 pre-release might be out, and they said that there wouldn't be any pre-releases this week. I see no news of a 1.17.2. So, don't know what you're on about. Okay, let's get back to it. Yeah, like calcite and bedrock and birch down here might be super interesting. It's like once, like you got all this oak here, we'll throw in a couple of extra blocks up top, and then you want to look down and kind of get some pizzazz, some wow. Right, I think the way to do that might be with these 2 blocks. So I'm going to rip out some of these barrels because I think we kind of overdid it. Let's try in the corner having some strip birch. See, look at this again. Just you can't play 5 seconds without more stuff in your inventory. I mean, not that I've done too much of an effort to sort mine out. That's kind of what building all this is about. Then we can put the materials in here. So that looks kind of nice, but then over here, does it look good next to that? Kind of looks okay. I'm thinking, now I'm getting this sense of like having a campfire and some furnaces here in the middle. So then this needs to go like that, essentially. Maybe a little furnace area there. Feels kind of alright. Probably more trapdoors are required. Now over on this side, the layout will be a little different where we have this birch. Doesn't have to be though, I can actually change this up as much as I like, really. It's my base after all, God. If I want to change it, I will. So does that mean this thing isn't correctly centered? Maybe it's just the way I put this side here together. Is this the pizzazz we're looking for, peeps? I'm not sure. I've also just realised this is the floor level. Oh my word. Somebody save me. Let's just start putting more stuff in here. Like, just use this middle one here for everything related to this project. That'll save us. Monera says it looks good in my opinion. I think it looks mediocre. That's like... I've noticed there is this effect when you play Minecraft of like... You're always more critical of your own things than others. But I do still think this is pretty mediocre. And we've got a long way to go with details on this project anyway. But I think some furnaces here make sense. A crafting bench would always sort of be central in an area like that. This is now the floor level, so let's put it there. I want a campfire in here, and then I want some furnaces. Exactly that many. And maybe we change it up and make the bottom ones blast furnaces, right? So in order to make a campfire, we need sticks and wood, right? If I'm remembering correctly. Should allow us to make a campfire. Kind of makes me think, although this isn't going to lead anywhere, I feel like you just need that sense of like it goes somewhere. So that's actually like not going anywhere, but don't tell anyone. Now it feels like a bit of a chimney. Okay, we're due another barrel. I'm definitely going to have to like pattern these barrels. Them being jumbled just don't feel right. The more trapdoors are required, that's for sure. Got a couple here as well. Whoopsie. Or maybe rather than having a barrel, just have like a flower pot and put like a flower in there instead. Do we have any wooden, or should I say spruce stairs? I feel like some spruce stairs are required now. It's an interesting one. Make the floor of the musical geode block. Oh, I feel like putting purple on the floor would just throw everything off. Purple maybe in the walls here and there, like especially if I make this bit an enchanting spot. I think this might be just bulk storage on this side. Let's see if we even have the space. Although actually what I could do is just bring it forward a little bit. So we'd have our enchanter somewhere here. This is still floor level, by the way. I feel like we need to go back to deep slate for floor. It feels very foundational. So I'm going to grab some cobbled deep slate. Maybe the salt will mix in there as well. Use those tops. And is that the one I'm looking for? Deep slate. Yeah, those three we use on the floor. I've been using smooth basalt out here, but I've just realised that the tops of basalt is pretty cool as well. That's going to look kind of nice and charcoaly around this bit as well. Actually, that's a good point. Like, I didn't really think about what other materials to put around this. Kind of looks alright there, actually. So yeah, let's go and jot down some random blocks. Need to dig out this side. Oh, is that? Yeah, that would be calcite. And we've got a couple of noises in the ear, which I haven't read for a while because I've been completely zoned out. I'm not actually sure which the last one I read was. Yipu HD, Hub Flopper, thank you for 17 months. Zylax 63 with the Prime. Toguro Joe here for 32 months. Love your community, love being here. Glad you are, dude. Awesome to have you. Swap that around for a second. We got Everclear Evans. Did I just read that? Here for 2 months. Spider Boy here for 4. Sensation Parameter here for 2. And Silent Surrey here for 4. Loving the new season so far, X. Much love from Surrey. Cheers, my dude. What do peeps think of the floor? Use calcite in the floor. Oh my goodness me, you could be right. It could be like a polished floor and then this ruffian like furnace bit here. Yeah, maybe they're the wrong way around. Like, oh dang, I think maybe that's what we should have done. So let's go pick up all of these and then silk touch the others. And maybe we keep these blocks here. So that's the silk touch. Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to do that. So we've got a light marble floor, or whatever it looks like. And that's it, I'm out. But yeah, we've got more here. And then this bit. I'll take over those, please. Oh, these smoke. All this smoke. Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't rush to put it all the way down to the floor there. So that's going to be something else at the bottom. And then more of these textures down here. On this side. That is a fair sight more, I don't know, it makes sense, right? I gotta admit, I'm not entirely sold on this as the floor texture though. It just is so shiny. Oh, use tough, someone suggests. I need to get these materials together. You know, this exercise in building in survival without a plan, for me right now, again, is an argument for inventory management, big time change. Just think about how much easier it is to try out different textures in creative mode. Like, there's so much sluggishness now in this game with trying to try and do things in survival. Not so much when it comes to, you know, general gameplay, but building, it's like, the more blocks you add, the more time you spend swapping them around, the more options you got, the more you want to try. And then you got to faff around, moving stuff about and looking for stuff. And I could have swore I had some tough up here. I probably got tough like all the way down at the bottom here. Let's go check it out. Bone blocks, someone says. If only I had bone blocks. There is half a stack of tough. And then almost a full stack now. That appears to be all of it. Maybe you should sort things based on colour, says Aki. Oh yeah, you know, I'm talking in general. Obviously I haven't sorted any of my stuff out yet. But I think the point stands even if you're more organised. I'll get organised soon, it's just been woefully unprepared really. Like, if I'm going to have a little starter area, I don't really just want to have a bunch of chests lying around that I look in. I want things to feel a bit homely and interesting to be in, you know, be immersed in the environment, and then that takes time. I don't know, like, I came into this season, like, prepared for the end game, but not the beginning. It was just gonna hit me. It was like, whoa, this is not going to plan. Like, it's tricky to do stuff, but we'll figure it out. We'll get there. So anyway, this doesn't look very nice as the floor. And I think if we put tough down, it's just gonna look a little bit nicer than I thought, but just very, I don't know, workspace area. That's not the material either. I think deep slate just makes sense at the floor. So if we were going to put this calcite stuff anywhere, I feel like an enchanting cove or cave over here might be the way to go. Now an enchanting space is 5 blocks wide, right? 1, 2, 3. Where's the middle? Okay, so this thing sort of throws it off. That's the middle. And I think what we can do is have the 5 wide space kind of marked by this. That birchwood can go further back a little bit. Okay, at some point we need our bookshelves, right? So I think the bookshelves will be just below that. Then they'll come round out into this space a bit. Not really feeling it. Lithian says, are there no noises today? What do you mean no noises? Should be hearing all the noises. I can hear all the noises. Use amethyst in the enchant area. Looks magical. Yeah, I like that idea. Anyway, one thing's for sure, I'm really not feeling much of this at all at the moment. Yeah, let's grab some couple deep slate. I'm thinking of using either polished or the tiles. Let's try the tiles now. And then if we like it, we can use it in select places and change it up a little bit. Feels very nice to walk on that, doesn't it? Yes, that's a gazillion times better than anything else we've tried so far. Hey, we got Jambahori here with cheers and bits. Thank you, my dude. Appreciate that. We've also got Russell Wood here for 7 months. Appreciate it, my dude. Hope you're enjoying the stream. That's definitely like a massive, massive upgrade. Also, I'm now thinking about all the different types of deep slate blocks and how they would quite easily fit into some of this stuff. I think it's gonna... Oh, Blackstone. I think it's gonna take me hours to get this done, honestly. I don't want to spend all stream doing this, so we'll try and do a little bit more and then I'll finish the rest off stream, I think. And I keep running out of deep slate. The amount of times I've gone down, spent like half an hour digging deep slate and then run out again. Like, you burn through this stuff, it's crazy. I could also be using slabs in the floor, right, to save. This stuff's going to look cool down there. Jungle's another texture that I want to introduce in that space. Did you make your skin or did you find it, says Kuvio. I gave credit to the person who made it in my episode. Polished andesite, says Lazur. I don't know, it's one of those textures that I've seen so often now, it's like not as appealing. I kind of want to mess about with the new stuff, you know. Okay, we'll get a few more of these. And now you're getting a good feel for what this is going to be like. I almost feel like maybe the enchanting area would be better on this side. Okay, let's get rid of that idea from earlier with the bricks again with that. Just something about the way the staircase is here makes me think it could be a bit more cozy in this corner. Okay, so if I make up the shape like that, do we have any slabs? We do. Let's fill in all of this. Cool. Right, I don't even have the bookshelves here, but I do have the enchanting table. Let's go grab that. Oh, I just realised we're going to need like a map building soon. Maybe that's what I'll put across the other side. We'll have like a map room over there. So what about directly below that is where that is. And then two of the other things that I put away. These can get put to use. Right, I'm gonna use oak again, but I feel like a lot of this stuff's gonna get replaced later. Oh, that comes down a little too low. See, that lights up that area nicely. So then you'd have like your setup like that. Can a pacified pillager still attack like how a zombie does, says Footlonghawk? No, it cannot. But, like, there's no such thing as a pacified zombie, right? So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So then you'd need, like, 2 raised up somewhere, but that'll probably just fit in looking just fine. Or maybe we get rid of these and we have 4 raised up. So it's a little more open as you approach it. Somewhere in there there'll be an anvil, a grindstone, and I think keeping the level of the height here, like this, is good. This is where that amethyst might come in and might look super cool. So step by step we are getting there. I think what I'm going to do is just bring all of my resources now over here and just call it that for today. And in the spirit of doing that, I'm going to try and organise at least a little bit. So like we'll have stone and darker stuff in there, or maybe just the darker stuff. Right, try and sort it by tone a little bit. Valuables, woods I'm going to take out of here. So what we got? Darker materials. Over here we've got the woods. Look at how much stuff you want to keep in your inventory. Like, I keep ingots so I can craft new tools. I really need to get iron sorted for that. I'm going to do that at some point. Let's make this one here valuables, right? I'm going to stop carrying that around. Go. And I'll just put granite in here. Excuse me. Okay. Let's do this. We've got to make some serious progress. Maybe use looms to make some bookshelves look empty. That's a great idea. That is a really good idea for the detail and stuff. Okay, so we'll grab all of these cobblestone stone types first. And there'll be a lot of them, all jumbled up, of course. Hey, we got some noises in the air. We got Russell Wood here for 7 months. We got Your Average Crusader here for 19. Hello, X. Can I ask for advice on becoming a streamer? Sure, my advice is just to get started and to start doing it. Start doing the streaming, don't overthink it. Just jump in, get going, see if you like it or not, right? One thing I don't think you should do as someone starting streaming is to try and think, oh, I got to have a good setup and spend all this money getting together all this gear and then I'll be a great streamer or whatever. It's like, most of doing this comes from not the quality of your PC. Like, when y'all tune in and going, I'm really enjoying this X stream, I'm really glad that he is streaming from a GTX 280 76943, and he's got the Intel Gazillion processor. Oh, because if he didn't have the Gazillion processor, I'd be tuning out. I'd be like, X, why ain't you got the thread ripping? You know, why ain't you ripping threads? What's Fred ever done to you, eh? That's what I say. But just don't overthink it. Just start doing it and find out what happens. It'll be your own adventure once you get going with it. And the only thing that's holding you back from doing it, really, is just thinking about it too much. It's a huge learning process. You're not gonna jump in and be streamer number one. It's gonna take time to figure everything out and to get comfortable, but that's why you just got to get started with it, right? Because it takes time. I'm already thinking this. Why did I not do this straight away? This is such a good idea. Anvil's going to end up down there. Oh, a bed. Ooh. Doesn't leave me much room for a flower pot. I definitely want a flower pot. I need to go get some clay at some point for that. Okay, so dark blocks. Soon we'll move on to red blocks. We've got some of those, haven't we? Obsidian's kind of dark. Oh yeah, and let's move over some of the valuables, like all of these things. Just each time we take a trip, we at least want our inventory to be sort of full. Hang the flower pot. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I could have it elevated a bit. There's all this space up here as well. Like, it's going to look way more interesting when it's done. Okay, I think I might just keep that in a different chest. Like this one. Okay, where did I put my, like... There we go, that one. I'll put that in there. Okay, some 80s adventures, the vibes from this music, says Snorborn. Well, it's a 1990 record, so you picked out the two decades. It's snug in between. Valuables as well, right? I guess we'll move tools and stuff eventually across. They're valuable, I think. We'll have one for ores. There's some wood. Here we go. How long does it take to fully grow villages? Says Rave Meyer. I think it's 20 minutes. Okay, where's the wood one? Here it is. Okay, it's going to be my red blocks one, or reddish. And the white blocks go over there. Salmon head, very valuable. How are shulkers farmable? Says Dan the Man. If a shulker shulker bullet hits another shulker and there's only like one in the area, it will duplicate itself, and therefore it can be manipulated. I guess glass is going to need its own little spot, right? Wood. Got one for rails. Okay, I think I'm kind of done with this. Like, I can do this off camera. Let's go have some fun with the villagers. That's a far more simple task at this point in time. Yeah, there you go. There's a little bit. All right, we've got one of those. Oops. A glass over here. Okay then. What's that thing next to your entrance? Says Tiny Pig. What is that thing next to my entrance? Which entrance? This one? That thing? What's this? It's a good question, actually. Don't you recognise it? Come on now. Surely you know what this is. Oh, by the way, I never read out those gifted subs. Leafin Jenkins, thank you so much for gifting subs to AlVOG, Na2208, Ninja Kitty 505, Mifalit, Crafted Jedi 66. Appreciate you giving those subs. We've got 8959ZA here with 9 months of support, and Kick Lingot here for 2. Appreciate it, peeps. Right, so to head to this area, what am I going to need to bring with me? I've probably got most of what I need over there already. Didn't I just put a bunch of bells into the valuables bit? Let's go double check that. That's weird. I feel like I just put them in there. 1. Okay. I thought for a second they might have duplicated or something. So for what I'm doing, I probably just need a bit of wood and coal. Some sticks, maybe make some torches, but that's about it really. I think everything else I need is over there. So let me show you the other grind that I've been up to. Off we go. Set spawn at bed, says Liger Gaming. I did not do that, did I? It'll be okay. I tend to carry a bed with me and use it all over the place anyway, so probably not the best idea. I'm going to drink some water quickly. Memc Best says, press tab or I will eat your cookie. What a threat! Oh, I've never been threatened with my cookies being eaten before. I am capitulating at the thought. Gosh. Dear me. So yeah, in this area we just need it. This is where my bookshelf somehow ended up, over here. What we're doing is a little bit of a grind. We got some adult villagers. I believe some managed to clip out, it would appear. Oh yes, I need some more iron, and I think I was cooking some up down here. Oh. Well, maybe we'll get lucky, because... Oh, this villager's going to follow me down this hole. And I don't have any cobblestone. Dang it. Let me grab a little bit of cobble. Oh, I totally just remembered what I wanted to do. I should have brought more materials with me, because I wanted to decorate this area. Yeah, there was a tiny bit... Oh, it really was the world's tiniest cave. Well, you know. Whatever. Right, so I need to go get some iron. And I need to go get some other stuff. This is like... what I hate about early game is I'm just constantly turning around and going over here, going over here. That's why I really would like to see some inventory management change. Like, I would be down at this point for a total overhauling of the inventory where like maybe you can just carry around an insane amount of blocks and just like search and you know, not have to worry and manage those stuff. But maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just terrible. Maybe all of y'all are like, X, I never have to turn around and get something I forgot. When he says, to be honest, you do that all season. Yeah, I think it scales because I'm thinking like, once I got my shulker boxes, it'll be okay. And it probably will. Mid-season, it's probably good once you've got an ender chest full of shulker boxes. But then end game, now I'm doing mega projects and there's always that material that I forgot to farm or I need a bit more of this. Okay, I wanted to grab some of that for the floor. Oh look, there's quite a bit more. So then we need bone meal to use with it. There we go. I wanted to use some oak wood again. Just wondering if maybe I should use a different material down there. Actually, I think a cha-cha. And then maybe next to stripped something else. Let's see. Don't actually have the cha-cha wood here. I don't know where that is. I got stuff lying all over the place. I know I've got like a stack of it somewhere. I feel like if I go with oak, it will just feel a little too familiar. And I'll have to go chop down a bunch of that. And I could have brought the bookshelves over this way. I just can't keep stuff in my mind. Oh, and iron. You see, I could have just gone back without iron. I'm terrible at remembering anything. Okay, there's a little bit. Absolutely terrible at remembering anything. It's so annoying. Probably why I'm off to such a terrible start. Just constantly walking back and forth trying to find stuff. There you go, there's some iron. Excellent. Then we can cook up some more. We got the coal for that, but we'll get a bit more. Ooh, we got a couple of blocks of amethyst. Do I have any more cooking up here? There you go. I knew I had a bit more somewhere. 3 of those chests had iron in them, says Jamuni. Do you mean deep slate iron ore? Because I'm trying to keep deep slate ores and maybe make a shop and sell them. Why aren't you putting ancient debris in the valuables, says SJ Gamer? Oh, because we're not doing that anymore. We're moving on to the villagers. I didn't want to spend the whole time just in that room. Clued says that a chandelier might be interesting. I don't think it would. I think a chandelier, there's not enough space. I feel like the room needs to be at least 7 or 9 blocks wide, and it's just 5. So when you try and do detail in a small space, once you start using multiple blocks, I've noticed that it takes up a lot of space quickly, and then some of those blocks connect to the wall, or it looks cramped. The scale of detail is an important thing. It's tricky to get right. Or maybe I'm just not very confident with it. So, what I was thinking of doing down here, let's sleep in the bed and then grab some chacha. JM Blam, there is not going to be a shopping district this season. No shopping district. Okay, got to get some more minecarts out here, right? Gonna need a couple more for the villagers that managed to escape. And then I want to go grab my chacha wood, I think. Up we go. Dang it, it's not in that chest. Now I really don't know where it is. Okay, dripstone farming is a slow process. Every time I come past here, I upgrade the farm. Now it's ready to be upgraded to 4 pieces. Oh my goodness me. It's multiplying, peeps. I started with 1 dripstone block and 1 dripstone. And I was patient. Yeah, look at this. The cows can clip out of the... There you go. There it is. I knew it was somewhere. Cows can clip out of these pens in this update, which is one of those bugs that they try and fix over and over again, and it keeps reappearing. We got underscore Delta here for 2 months saying Minecraft inventory problem is kind of simple to fix. Give us 1 more normal chest worth of inventory space. It can be optional, like backpack, for example, or use doubles, or max 999 to the number of items per stack. I don't think... I think, you're saying that solves the whole problem, I don't agree with, but it helps. The reason it doesn't solve the whole problem is because once there's another couple of updates and another 60 blocks in the game, then that's not going to feel like enough. And that's their main argument for not changing anything. But it's blatant that increasing the size of it will help for now. And that they need a long-term solution. I think changing the stack size is just a no-brainer. Anyway, I'm spending a lot of time down here and I want it to be nice and cozy. So what I thought we'd do in the stream is mess about with some of these moss blocks. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to these iron things. Okay, so they block that from spreading. So we'll go ahead and knock this like that. And then we'll take all the rails and we'll make the floors all nice and mossy. Could be a lot of fun. Interesting to see what happened to the torches as well. Might have to put those on the walls. And we're being raided! Do you know what's interesting about this raid right now is that one of my main inspirations for what I'm about to do is Iskall himself, because I noticed back in season 5, and I never do this every season, that when Iskall starts the starter area, I'm someone who just sits in a hole and plans my big build, and Iskall takes the time to decorate these small little areas that he's hanging out in. And by watching how he builds, I realised that, oh, it's actually kind of simple. You can do a handful of things that really make a big difference. Look at that. Okay, so we need to knock out the torches and put them on the walls. You can do a handful of things that just make the area feel more lived in. So my plan is just to put in cobblestone and all sorts down here. Like, we're going to put in some wood for the villagers, like the bits on this side, right? To make it feel like maybe it's a bit more of a mineshaft thing. Okay. Look at this inventory very quickly filling up again. And it's a small amount of effort, and it will just make this place feel so much more lived in. And I think the floor is great for this. It's kind of like grass, but now there's bushes. I think the big bushes will go, but we'll keep the carpets and the grass. And oh, look at that. It just feels... Actually, maybe keep a few bits of dirt here and there as well. What do you think, chat? Is it a good idea? Anyway, welcome all the streamers, all the raiders over from Iscal's stream. Chat is saying yes resoundingly. Love the greenery. Awesome. Thank you, Iscal, for the raid, my dude. Lord Cryptid is here for 2 months. Appreciate it. We got Corsi Srirachi here with Cheers and Bits saying, is the reason for no community shopping due to lag issues from Season 7? No, it's not. It is not. I have had to explain it every stream. I didn't explain it last stream, but I'll explain it. The one stream that I explained it is now every stream, apparently. I just know this question will be asked constantly. Alright, every season, what do? You make a shopping district. Alright, what do we do at Hermitcraft? We do things that people don't expect. So, like, let's try and do things differently. There's no shopping district. I've got a plan for what I would do in the case of there not being a shopping district. Granted, we did try this in Season 5. I will say that now we are all, like, much better Minecrafters and content creators. We've all evolved. And the potential for us to do something really cool, the concept of not having a shopping district, I think is going to be exciting. And I can't wait to get going on my own thing. I'm still getting geared up. And I really want to jump in and do this quick. Like, I've got mending books. And they are popular, obviously. I just don't know, like, how I'm going to build what I want to build and what it's going to be yet. So I'm just focusing on gearing up and spending a little bit of time in creative mode in between, just trying to suss a few things out. Let's go ahead and boop-a-doop, shilla-doop, boop-a-doop. Bibble-a-bop-bop, scoot up. Oh yeah. I think I might even leave a little bit of copper in the ground, why not? And then have our torches down there. Yeah, that is looking super cool. God, that... That's what this place is called. Leaf and Jenkins, thank you ever so much for gifting subs to Bellacat35, Blue Demon, Connor 955, Ravens Hobbies, and Thermos. Appreciate you supporting our community. You made me almost spill your drink. I apologise. That was not my intention. Okay, just, oh, actually, I can go there. Trying to tidy things up a little bit, at least. Yeah, the tall grass is a bit much. How much dirt? See, I don't even have much dirt down here to, like, change some stuff out. I think I'm not going to overthink this. This is all about just, like, speed, right? More than anything. God, I'm burping. I ate not too long ago. So I'm burping like crazy. Yeah, this'll do. And let's make sure we keep the torches rolling in. Oh, it doesn't replace the cobble. Interesting. So the big bushes just feel like a bit too much. So does the tall grass. And then when you're left with this, kind of feels all right, doesn't it? Some bits of cobble look cool, I think, says Fear Toady. Yeah, the retexturing of cobble really actually gave it a little bit something extra. Like, cobble used to just be... Oh, you've both wandered up to there. That's interesting. Cobble used to be like a real junk texture, but not so much anymore, right? I don't think we're going to use any oak down here now. I think oak has proven itself to be redundant at this point in time. Glow lichen. Oh, I need to get my hands on some of that stuff. I really do. Really do need to get my hands on some glow lichen, that's for sure. So I think we'll look at using like andesite and cobblestone down this bottom area as opposed to any other textures. Oh, that's travelled upwards. Not aware that was a thing. Also, I've got to get my rails through here as well still. So, you know, can't have stuff in the middle. Whoopsie. Yeah, got those occasional carpets to deal with, I see. Right, so the ones that I'm after are unbreaking and protection. They're the two that I really would love to get sorted out here. So we're going to grind out some trades and tidy up this area at the same time. Oh, do you know what will really help? Having some mossy cobble. That's going to look so good. Right, let's get to it then. What are we going to need? Minecarts. I actually already got those sorted out. So those two were for the ones that are roaming around. And originally they were kind of down the bottom there, but then they decided to come up here. And they're just getting further and further away from where I want them to be. Yeah, I'm talking about you, that's right. Oh, do you know what? I feel like this might be just like a thumbnail moment. Like me and the derps hanging out. Get out of my bed, buddy. It's only for me. X, you can put the flowering bushes at the ground level to make the flowers pop in the floor. Oh, Astro, that's a great idea. That's a proper awesome idea. They can get in the bed so much earlier. But Potato, thank you for your 8 months, dude. I'm going to transition to sitting now. I've been standing. Doing a lot of standing, doing a lot of sitting today. We'll probably have a chat in a minute about food, fasting, exercise. You know me, always chatting about that stuff. But I've changed my like schedule. I heard some advice recently, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm gonna like change things up for a bit and see how it goes. And so I'm kind of like on a different thing right now. For example, I ate before I streamed, and that's the first thing that I've eaten today. Believe it or not. So I've totally changed things upside down. And so far, so good, actually. But we're going to get into more detail with that. What is your favourite fast food places, Cafe? I don't actually like fast food. Like, I love the occasional pizza. I'll give you that. Oh, Iron Farm! I've been waiting for this day. And you spawn there. I wonder if it'll always spawn there. Dang, there's my thumbnail. Oh, dude, look at me again. That looks so cool. Yes. Thumbnail. Let's try and make it look a little better. I'm always looking for a thumbnail, peeps. I don't know. Maybe one of those will look cool. Okay, so if we go into this area and just like... Oh, that does look good. That is genius. Oh, man, that looks so nice. Oh, we are learning. This is... Ah, right. But do I have to place it on dirt then? That kind of sucks. But I guess we just picked up moss. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good. I think they even let light through, so it might be a nice way to put lighting in the floor. Like if you've got glowstone. Okay, anyway. Sort of forgotten the plan. I think we're just going to bring this one around here. I started talking about other stuff, didn't I? Alright, so I've been listening to a podcast with this guy. God, the name's eluded me. But he's like the top guy, supposedly, in the world on aging. So, when I grew up, the idea of like understanding aging and being able to prevent aging was kind of like mythic and all hokey dokey and only you know. Oh, Mace School. Yes, it was the Lex Friedman podcast. I really, really like his podcast. But I forget that. I think the name of the guest was David Sinclair. Now that I think about it, it just kind of popped into my head. I listened to it today. Oh, I need to adjust my seating here a little bit. Fantastic podcast, really interesting stuff. But like, when I grew up, the idea of like being able to prevent aging, it was always like new age medicine and stuff outside of the scientific community. Now it's not like that anymore. The same goes for like health and science, health fitness as well. It used to be a bit all hokey cokey, at least that's the impression I got of it. Whereas now, like, a lot of advice on exercise is like really well backed by scientific research. So we kind of live like in an amazing time where our health is getting more and more in our control thanks to knowledge. So anyway, this guy's like the top guy on like learning about how we prevent aging, and he gets into a lot of stuff with supplements and genetics that I feel is a bit kind of like out of reach. But at the same time, there's some really simple stuff he talks about that I've heard elsewhere. I don't think I've got respiration yet, so might as well grab that. Aging is unstoppable. Aging fragility should be stoppable, says Veritae. Like, everyone's going to have an opinion. You should listen to people with different opinions, especially maybe this guy, because he's actually an academic studying in the field. Some of the stuff that he says about aging is, like, absolutely fascinating. It makes those bold statements of, like, you can't stop aging, kind of, well, hang on, there's caveats here. It's not that straightforward and simple. But I'm not trying to tell you that he's told us the secret to how to live forever, but certainly how to live for longer. There seems to be a few key things that I hear time and time again in other places that keep coming back up around. One of them is getting good sleep, alright? In fact, there's 4 things. At one point in the podcast, he says these 4 things. So sleep is one of them. And I actively try to make sure every night I'm going to sleep, I'm doing it right, I'm sleeping without interruption, I'm getting good quality rest. Because this is supposed to make a difference in the long run. If I consistently do it, hopefully it'll help me live longer in the long run. Not much harm in that, right? Getting some good sleep. De-stressing is another one. Stress, I talk about this when people say, oh, your pick's about to break and it's giving me anxiety. And I say, well, that's like, if it's making you stressed out, if it's giving you anxiety, that's actually a thing happening to your body. And being stressed out contributes to aging. So, the less stressed out you are, the more relaxed you can be as a person. That can potentially mean you live longer. And obviously being relaxed and calm is better than being stressed out. And part of achieving something like that is to not think that things are out of your control and, oh, I'm stressed because of this and that. It's about taking control, especially of how you think about the world around you, how you choose to interact with things. It's easy to... The example in the podcast was great, right? Like, you're on a plane and the Wi-Fi goes out, and oh god, the Wi-Fi, I was watching a movie on the plane, I'm stressed out, I'm irritated, I'm annoyed. Well, if you think about it differently, isn't it marvelous that you're on a metal tube flying through the sky and that you can somehow access communications with other people around the globe? Like, it's almost like you should feel the opposite. It should be like, wow, the Wi-Fi went off on this plane. Like, what a wonderful time to be alive. So how you think and feel about things affects if you're going to be stressed out by it or not, right? That applies to computer games, that applies to anything. Everyone knows an example of, like, getting raged over a computer game. If you get, like, annoyed and irritated and rage over a computer game, then, your body will feel stressed out, and it contributes to it. So, like, your mentality towards things in life and how you deal with situations is really important for that. So what did I say? Rest and stress are 2 of them. Exercise, there is just a plethora, I can't say the word, of information on how good regular exercise is for a person. I would consider myself to be at least plethora. People have written it for me, now I can say it properly. I would consider myself to be an anecdotal example of someone who massively benefited from exercise. I would put deciding to exercise and get into shape as being one of the just best decisions I've ever made, because it set up everything else. Like, everything I do today, like streaming to all of y'all, having a chat, it all began with taking control through exercising. Like, the act of choosing to do it and to do something difficult and endure it just gave me so many different directions in which to grow and improve. And it gave me the, like, physical stability or whatever you want to call it, better health. So exercise is the other one. So what did we say? Sleep, stress, exercise, and the 4th one is diet. And this idea of fasting. So if you eat all day long, you're constantly stressing your metabolism to digest food. Supposedly, the less work your body does digesting and using up its metabolism can contribute to you living longer. So having lots of small meals is potentially a bad way to do it. And you know, fasting can help you lose weight. There's many different benefits people talk about that they get from fasting. I've you know, tried it here and there, and it's gotten me from one place to the other. A few years ago, like 2016, I was eating 3 meals a day, but I was eating them in a window of about 5 to 6 hours. And that, I lost like a fair bit of weight due to doing that, and it felt good to do it. And then over time, you know, you sort of drift in and out of habits and patterns in life, and you go through different routines for eating, different dishes. You tend to discover something, oh, this is nice, and then you end up eating it frequently, and something else gets pushed out, and you go through the motions. Anyway, I've been on this like 3 days a meal thing for quite a bit of time, tied into working out. I get up, meditate, have a shower, yoga, and then I work out, and then I have a meal, go for a walk, work out again, have another meal, and then I'll come to the computer, do some work, have another meal, and then after that, like, the rest of the day is just here at the computer making videos. That had been working pretty well for me. So that's like eating 3 meals in like a 6 to 8 hour window. And listening to this guy talk about only eating 1 meal a day kind of made me feel like I've heard that so many times, but I've never really felt like I've wanted to try it. But what I could do is try 2 meals a day. So for this entire week, I'm going to do 2 meals a day and see how it feels. Maybe change it up for convenience on the odd day, if so be. But I'm experimenting with, like, what does it feel like then to have gone quite a bit of time without eating and exercise on eating. And yesterday, what I did a lot of moving about, walking, going to the shops, all that kind of stuff in the morning. Hadn't eaten, did my workout, felt absolutely fine, was fully capable and energized of doing it, even though I'd been awake for, at that point, like 8 hours, because it was like 2 o'clock by the time I ate, and I had a massive meal. Like, I had 2 meals rolled into one, and I felt so full. But then 2 hours later, I did my second workout and ate again, and that was quite like a quick jump back to eating. But it works. It totally works. I think I'm gonna try that. 2 meals, 2 to 3 hours in between, and then eat later in the day. And since I was going out in the evening today to watch the football and have a pizza, I only just ate before this stream. Had a small meal, did a workout before, it felt fine. I'd gone for a walk earlier in the day. I'm really liking this because it feels like when I get up now, all of a sudden I can sort of focus on doing this, you know, making videos a little bit more. And I'm actually finding myself to be way more productive with this sort of like big slab of open space earlier in the day. So I think it's going to work, and I think I'm going to stick to it for a while. You have to be careful with running calorie deficits because your body may burn muscle before fat sometimes, says Alm958. Yeah, you know, I'm really aware of that, and that's why, like, when I was doing, like, trying to do essentially bodybuilding, like deliberately trying to focus on putting on mass, I used to have like a protein shake in the morning and before I went to bed, spaced out all the eating. And do you know what? I feel like I'm happier with the physique that I've built this time around coming back from injury. I've focused on workouts that don't aggravate my injuries. They're way more manageable. They're not about pushing hard and heavy. They're more about high reps and good form. And I just feel so much better doing it this way, and I've actually put on a fair bit of mass doing it this way as well. So I know that stuff, like, you can calculate it in. This is one that we want to keep right here. But I think I don't want to get bogged down by the minutiae of, like, potential percentages. Like, we might be talking about fractions in reality, and then getting all worked up about losing a bit of muscle mass when the other things outweigh those benefits, essentially. It feels like. Cal Ratchet says breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's a myth that needs to die, really. That is a myth that needs to die. I mean, if you want to say, like, the first meal that you eat of the day is the most important, then maybe, if you're, because it's break fast, right? But the idea that you need to get up and have a bowl of cereal, or at least like the traditional ones, like, I don't know, bacon and waffles and all that stuff. It's just like, this stuff's been kind of debunked. Like, having waffles and syrup for breakfast ain't a good start to the day. The best kind of foods you can eat are the nutritional foods, and avoid all the sugary stuff and the wheat and the processed foods. Anyway, that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm gonna give it a real try. Doing this 2 meals a day. I'm off to a really good start. It's so much easier to go early in the day and not eat than it is to do it, like, eat early and go through the rest of the day. And that's what I mostly did. Like, I'd finish most of my eating by like 4 or 5 o'clock, and then the next 6 hours are like, you feel the hunger, but I kind of put up with it because I know I've eaten. I like it this way around more because like, it's easier to put up with hunger in the morning, actually, and I seem to feel like really energized after being fasted for so long. And that was one of the fears, was like, if I'm not energized, right, then my workouts aren't going to be as effective, and so far they've been absolutely fine, so happy to keep going in that direction. Oh, I wonder if I could do just a bit of manual testing here on the light level, like, yeah, I think the light from... Oh, we got a couple there. I'm just going to leave them. Oh, and I literally walked past a torch. I'm just wondering if the torches behind the villagers light this up sufficiently. Why do you think breakfast isn't important? Says Iago. It's the saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Its origin is in commercialism. It's an advert line. It's the food industry trying to sell you their products, right? A lot of 1950s dietary information that came out of the American government that has spread around the world, you know, the classic food pyramid with like wheat and stuff in it. Like, this was created in partnership with companies that had products to sell. And since then, the scientific data has become far more abundant and clear that things like pastas and wheats are not as healthy as they were once made out to be. So it's an outdated idea, really, and it's often misunderstood. It's more, I think it gets perceived as, you know, wake up and have your first meal of the day, as in, you've been awake for 30 minutes, have a bowl of cereal. Like, cereal isn't even that good of a food. Like, you want to be eating lots of plants, vegetables, some fruit in there, you know? Surprised T says Xisuma, why am I not surprised? Because you're surprised T, you're never surprised. The dairy industry pays a ton of money to keep dairy in huge amounts, though science has shown dairy not to be great for you, says LazyCon. I am a little skeptical of that stuff. Like, I first got into diet and nutrition through a lot of the vegetarian, vegan documentaries, and then as I got more and more interested in it and started doing more and more research, I then kind of went, hang on a minute, there's a lot of contradicting opinion here. Like, there's a fair amount of evidence to suggest that, you know, there's not much with you're drinking milk and eating lean meats like chicken breast and stuff. Red meats, there's definitely something up with those. I don't want to get too into it because I know it can be quite contentious, but personally I kind of found that felt like I was like, it feels like there's an ethical argument, and then the ethical argument gets extended into anything that will support it, like the environmental stuff or the dietary stuff. So it's like latching on to anything that will support the argument and maybe blowing things out of proportion. Because there's some stuff that I've heard in there that seem like a little bit of nonsense when you think it through. But not to go too deep into it, I just... Okay, so Herc says, as a personal trainer nutritionist, please eat at least 3 small to medium meals a day, no matter what your exercise goals. You see, that to me just does not sound right, because one of the important things to learn about nutrition and diet is that it's individual, and that there's no like one glove fits all, and yet you're saying, oh, I'm a personal trainer and here's my one answer fits everyone subscription. it really depends. If you're like going hard at the gym, lifting really heavy weights, trying to put on muscle, yeah, you probably want to eat at least 3 times a day, get tons of protein in. If you're just doing some light exercise to keep your heart up and you want to maybe drop a bit of weight and live long, then maybe like 1 meal a day suits doing that. It's all this stuff is like heavily individualized, and those broad statements about this is what you got to do, they're always a warning flag for me. If someone's saying like shouting out to strangers, this is what you should do, you know, you've just subscribed advice to people without knowing how old they are, where they're from, you know, what their genetic condition, what their health is like. So that's like a really broad statement to put out there. Emma Dan says, I lost 4 kg a month by small meals very often, never hungry. Yeah, I mean, it could work for your goal, right? Like, I'm not dismissing the advice, it's just the act of broadly telling everyone this is what you should do. But yeah, like, eating lots of meals a day could get you to your goal. In the long term, though, there's a lot of evidence to suggest that as you get older, you should really consider, you know, having 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day. I keep hearing it over and over again. I think I've already got Riptide. And just when I heard it today on this podcast, it was actually a couple of days ago I heard it, then I listened to this podcast. I think I heard a clip. It really sunk in. I was like, actually, why don't I just give this 2 meals thing a go? Because I do 2 workouts a day and I always want to eat after a workout. So I could probably manage 2, right? Because the 1 a day thing put me off. And then I listened to the podcast and I'm like, I'm going to give this a go. This feels like a podcast, says Rhinoceros. It gets like that when I get talking. Because I just have all these things building up in my head that I've been thinking about. And then I've got a place to just unleash them. Be like, aha, listen to me talk about food. Anyway, yeah, later on today I was going to go have a pizza and watch the football, but plans have fallen through. So earlier then I was struggling with like good old decision anxiety. I'm not going to sit on my own and just eat a giant pizza. So what should I order? And then I just don't know what to order because I haven't got anything in the fridge. And decision anxiety, man, like, what is it? Paralysis, choice paralysis. I can't stand it. It's like, it's the one thing I'm really not good at, is choice paralysis. Still haven't got my head around that one. I know it's like I said earlier, if you feel anxious about something, like even if it's in a computer game, it's a stress on your body. Analyst paralysis. Yeah, that may be another term for it. Do you like sushi? I do, and I had a big tray of sushi yesterday, which I absolutely loved. I haven't had sushi in ages. So good. I want to have some more. You have to get it from the right place. I had sushi like a month ago from Costco, and it just weren't that. But I get sushi from this place called Panku, and like, dang, is it good. Good sushi. Right, let's read some noises in the air. I've had my waffle, right? Do you think it's coming home? No, it's not. I'm more excited for the Wales game now, because I watched a couple of the Wales games, and I feel kind of invested, and I'm thinking Saturday I'm going to go watch the Wales game. Poister says, why not automate the wheat as well? The next things to automate, like for our needs at the moment, like wheat isn't really the right option. You'll see why when we get to what we're going to do. We'll do melons and probably pumpkins is the best one. But essentially there are better trades than carrot and wheat and all that. So it's about like kind of getting things set up for the next step. But I also need a ton of like redstone components to do it, and I haven't really thought that far ahead. Okay, yes, we read that one. Okay, I'm going to read it again just in case I missed it. But Bert Potato, thank you for your 8 months of support. The Caesar is here with 14 months. Thank you so much. We've got Ollie Holford with the Prime. Weezaf with the Prime. Austin is here for the nation saying, I hope more Hermits interact with TFC this season since his Season 7 wasn't that great. Maybe a HHH room one day. You know, don't get your hopes up. I think TFC is the one true Hermit on the server. He loves to just log on, go down in the mine shaft, mine for diamonds and do his thing, you know. He didn't want to use the voice mod, and that's fine. Like, everyone's able to play this game the way they want to, and that's what makes us kind of unique as a group. There's a lot of diversity. So, you know, hanging out with TFC is always cool, but we hardly ever see him. He is a true hermit. As cool as that trade is, I've already got it twice, and it's cheaper. I still, like, instinctively thought I need to keep that, and I'm like, no, I've got it for 10 emeralds somewhere. I've got Silk Touch for that sort of price range as well. This guy's coming up with some good ones all of a sudden. I just need protection and unbreaking. I had an unbreaking one. Yes! Quick! Okay, I lost the unbreaking one. I do not want to lose... Oh, no! No, we're going to lose it! Oh! Okay, quick, clear out some space. Because I need carrots and potatoes. Oh, dang! If I lose this one, I'm going to be gutted. I lost track of how much stuff we were doing there. Every trade counts, my dude. We need... Oh, I'm not going to get it, I don't think. Or maybe. I'm getting two... Actually, no, yeah, we've probably got this. Okay, let's go get the carrots. Dang, this thing had stocked up. Whew. Come on. Protection 4, I want that. Oh, dude, you just restocked. Nice. Shame we didn't get the carrot. Well, we definitely got this now. And I'm not going to risk it like a biscuit. Let's go make that trade. Book. Quick. Hello. Yes. Protect. What I could have done is done the bookshelf. I actually did that on another one. I just traded the bookshelf. I was like, I don't have the emeralds right now. How about a bookshelf? Austin, thank you again for that donation, my dude. Appreciate it. Corum, 70 for 2 months. Arwen, 3263 here for 3 months. Polduka with the Prime. DJ Philly with the Prime. Liffen Jenkins here gifting a sub to Plastic Bag. Appreciate you doing that. Small Gab W here for 2 months saying, hey X, I started skating a year ago because I wanted to exercise more and normal workout wasn't cutting it for me. As of today I lost 20 pounds. That's great, man. Keep it going. That is awesome to hear, and great choice, by the way. Like, that's a great point to make about exercise and losing weight. Exercise can be as simple as walking and moving about. I've developed all of these little micro habits. Like, if I pick up my phone to read a message, I immediately start walking around the house. I don't even think about it. And sometimes I'm on the phone talking to someone for a while, and then I realize I've just done like 20 laps around the house. And that's really easy to do. So little micro habits like, you know, keeping yourself just moving about a bit more, changing your posture if you're sat down for a long time, you know, all these little things can add up and let you take control. But that's a great activity, you know, like skateboarding, anything that's physical that gets you moving around, doing a sport. That's all wonderful for losing weight. I'm glad that worked out for you, dude. Keep it up. Haven't got a noise in the ear because for some reason that one was really loud. Let's catch up with these. We got Squash Your Snipes of the Prime, Timmy Tack TV subscribing, and Dark Brian is here with the cheers and bits saying, you are my role model. You inspire me to be healthy and play Minecraft. That's awesome, my dude. I'm glad to hear it. I am not comfortable with the term role model, though. Thank you for the cheers and bits. What I always say is that, like, information empowers you. Learning about things that are useful and beneficial to you become a part of your, like, repertoire. All this stuff that I'm saying to all of you about, you know, diet and this and that, I've got it from other places, you know, like, I've actively seeked it out. I got to a point in my life where I realized I started to need to seek out information in order to improve and to grow. And I've spent so much time listening to podcasts, watching documentaries, learning about the world, then I come here and I have a waffle and just pass it on to all of y'all, you know? Maverick says, X, consider yourself an influencer. Yeah, well, you know, I know that that's what they call us, and obviously I do have a, air quotes, influence, but, like, I want to use it for positivity, and all these things that I talk about and have learned, I feel like I've learned about them in a way where I can pass on the right kind of information in a way that may benefit other people, and I guess that's like a sense of responsibility there. But yeah, I'm aware that, like, talking about fitness and stuff might have an influence on other people, but I want it to. Like, it really does make a huge difference to... Oh, yes! We're on a roll! We are on a roll, my friends. It's pricey, but... Oh, we need to get some more. We need to get some more stuff up in here. Have we restocked? Have we restocked? Not just yet. Dang. And I haven't got any of these other things like pumpkins sorted out. They're the real money makers, you know. I could do a paper trade, and we just want to get as much as we can as quick as we can. So let's get on top of the paper trade game. That's like my backup trade. You're not actually my paper trader. But if I trade with you, you might get another book. So let's just go for it and see what the other book is. That's what this place is. We're in the corridor of... Wait a minute. Why did I think they were sold out? They're not sold out. They're just discounted. Dang. What a wally. Right, let's go get that money. Let's get that mullah. I want this. Come on. I think that's enough. Wasn't it like 39? And I think sometimes they come in cheaper, but that'll do. Do we have the book on us? Nope. Quick. I need to put some trapdoors down for these guys. Oh, dang. That is so good. We've got the fawns. Oh, my days. We just need an XP farm or we're going to be golden soon. Dang, I love this place. I wish I had more of a plan for like permanence early on, because this is all going to get moved eventually to somewhere more fancy, but like it's looking super cool already. I feel like what we need to do next is just a bit of decorative stuff. We've surely got some more andesite, we do. Dang, how much luckier than that can we get? We got one left. Maybe before we decorate, we roll one more time. Actually, let's decorate and then roll after. That's the way we're going to do this. So I'm thinking these bits get to come out, especially when they're granite. But we don't always like replace them with full blocks though. We do a bit of that. Right, jumble it up. Get rid of all of this. And we got some noises in the air. I need to do some reading, right? Kind of works for that bit. Josh 8 Far, thank you for the donation. I had no idea you streamed, and I was looking at Hermits to watch on Twitch, and you know what? You're live! Congratulations on the beginning of Season 8. I'm sure you've spoke of it, but what are the server's plans with 1.18, assuming it releases by the end of 2021? Well, if you heard it in the beginning of our recording bit, you know, we're all on a continent, and everyone's going to be playing on the continent, so all of the land around it could be reset later on. So, you know, like, anything is possible, basically. But also, as you can tell, there ain't a plan. There isn't actually a plan, just, that kind of leaves a lot of possibilities open, right? Here we go. Yeah, and try not to overthink putting these blocks down too much, like, just let it be what it is. Maybe have a dirt patch there, and, I like having these bits of cobble on the ground. The torches kind of look a bit off. I think maybe once all the torches are gone and like hidden out of sight, which will happen on this side, it might look really good. Let's actually go, that's kind of like most of that stuff done, I think. We could come over here and do a bit of that. Oh, that diorite's going to go at some point, isn't it? Yeah, we'll make it look pretty. But over here, let's dig this out, and we're out of a cha-cha. So we got room for one more. It feels like we've had some luck. This is our thing right here. Okay, let's put that there. Definitely going to leave that odd bit of that stuff. What was it? Copper. Oh yeah, look how ugly the diorite is. It just breaks the feeling here. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh, do you know what? I can actually do this. I'm thinking like there's a village on the other side, but they can't even move, you know? Because they're useless. No granite. I think once we take out all the granite and dirt, or just diorite maybe, that's what will make it all work. Where are we at? God, I'm so far behind. Dark Brian, thank you for the cheers and bits. Oh, I read that one already. Thank you again. Leaf and Jenkins, thank you for cheers and bits. Any chance to see in-game chat? Something was going on. Sure, there you go. Have a read. BTWX Shadow, thank you for the Prime. Dark Brian again with more cheers and bits. No offense, but you sound more like a guru than an MC streamer. Jeez. Thank you. High praise there. Appreciate it. I mean, I probably sound like that because I'm rather assured of myself. But remember, I'm talking about things that have like well and truly worked for me. So I have a lot of confidence in what I'm saying. You know, different strokes for different folks. Some people out there listening will be like, hey, exercise ain't my thing, and that's fine. But like, it's my space to talk about stuff that I've done and that works for me, so I like to preach it, you know. All you ever need is just like little bits of variance, and then the place just feels like it comes to life. That's all it needs. Morbrick77, thank you for 27 months, my dude. We got Bonesetter Doe with the Prime, Hobbes777 with the Prime, Drakes21244, Radical Sniper with the Prime, and Dark Brian's here with more cheers and bits again, saying bye. I'm going to watch the episode of Hermitcraft because I think I've missed out. Alright, my dude. Thank you for those cheers and bits. And when you're done watching it, if you want to catch the rest of this stream, it will be uploaded to the second channel tomorrow. Oh, am I out of the rails? Try wall blocks in the wall. Oh, wall blocks, yes. Dang, what a suggestion. This is again where like the arsenal of blocks available to you really make builds go the distance, but you've got to remember like to use them and then manage them as well, right? Like you've got to fit all this stuff in. And it gets tricky. I feel like that's a bad choice because there's a gap. And I don't want to... Hello. Hello. I don't want to see you through the gap. Oh, I don't want to see your ugly villager face. Okay. And I like the idea of having a moss block down there. This ain't working. Hang on. Oh, maybe it's because it's already there that it don't spread. There you go. And now I've just made this area like too much again. Oh god, this place is so good. The best bit is going to be the middle one because oh, I should have made this probably a little bit wider. Oh well. Okay, let's go roll the dice and see what we get next. Ooh, I need to feed more villagers. Kind of feels like... Oh, no, we've got one more. Kind of feels like I had more going than that. I could have sworn. I could have swore! Oh, jeez, X, I thought you were family friendly. Oh, you're wrong! You're wrong. Disclaimer alert, I don't ever call myself family friendly. That gets subscribed to me a lot. I like to talk about a wide variety of things and, you know, it is what it is over here. Think of the children, says Rundom. Think of those children. Punch 2. Do you know what? That's one I ain't got yet, but if this is our last one, we need to get Unbreaking free. Come on, we're streaming. Oh, thought that was going to make it so, you know. Let's get some Unbreaking free hype in the chat. Come on, help me. Your messages in that chat clearly influence the game's random number generator. Clearly. Come on. I mean, the old type in Unbreaking free is going to make it happen. Mending 38. That's too much. Skip his dick is here with a donation saying, "What's your opinion on season 8?" I think that it's the season that's after number 7 and before number 9. That's my opinion on season 8. Also, it's also my opinion that it's just begun. Appreciate the donation, my dude. I'm messing with you. I mean, it's brand new, right? Like, I don't know what to say about it yet. I'm just having fun. I'm just in the world having fun. Zippo126, thank you for 3 months. Just watching episode 1002 on YouTube. Well, thanks for popping over here. I could have edited it if I'd have known I was going to stream. I didn't really think about what I was doing later in the day. I've wiped so much, like, to-do stuff off of my slate that, like, I've got a lot of time for the next month to play this game and get a real good start before I go on holiday. And then after that, like, I'm hoping lockdown's lifting and getting my second jab. I want to see friends, I want to go places. You know, it's gonna, before the winter comes round and potentially we have like a 4th wave or something, I want to get out there. So this next month I'm gonna have time to like hunker down and play a lot. Daphnes, thank you ever so much for 2 months. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Silk Touch, I've seen that one so many times. Breaking free, the chat commands it. The chat commands it. I love little axolotl buddy, says Andre. Me too. Me too. This guy's awesome. I need little like drop-off points for him. So when we go hang out in an area, we can just let him breathe, you know? I'm a little worried though that he might be able to like, if I put him in a little pool, he'll find his way out and cause trouble. Come on, I'm breaking. The chat commands it. Oh, mending. You think I want mending? We've seen mending like an extraordinary amount of times. Impaling 5 is pretty darn awesome. And I'm not sure if I've got on it already. See, look, I got 2 silk touches. It was irresistible. Okay, I think I'm going to take that then, if I can afford it. 18. Yeah, I can afford that. Oh, there it is. I should probably put some blocks around here to let me know and decorate this space as well, right? Why would I not do such a thing? Yeah, actually, we kind of like spent all of our emeralds now, so for today's work, we're kind of done on the whole trading front. Let's put some of this stuff away, I'm thinking. 200 followers for 500k. Are you right? Are you right? Or are you telling porkies, young man? Let's check that out. I knew we were getting close to 500,000 here on Twitch. I'm not like a big milestones person. Like, I was a little bit, like earlier in YouTube, I was thinking about this the other day. First 5 years of YouTube were like, you know, had a hunger for like creating and growing and doing all this kind of like YouTube related stuff. Whereas these days it's like, I want to play the game and just have fun and everything be a cool experience. So like the milestones don't really mean so much anymore. But I did notice that we were approaching 500k and I thought that would be cool to celebrate. So are we there, peeps? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. If you're watching and you ain't hit that follow button, help us hit 500k. Why not? Why not do a good thing today? Do a good deed. Help a streamer. Help a poor lonely streamer who's online. Oh, first world problems. I'm slightly short of my 500,000. Feel for me, peeps. Feel the pain of not quite being at 500,000. Oh, life is not worth living. Okay. That was some sarcasm for you, just in case you were slightly concerned. That was me making a joke and telling a porky. Let's go get some more cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Actually, what I really need is diamonds, so I can get a diamond axe, but... Are we at night? No. Oh, and... Oh, I was about to do something else. Any cha-cha here? No. Have we got it? 100 followers. We need 100. Tell your friends. Okay? Tell a friend. Say, follow X. And then they'll be like, follow what? X marks the spot. No, follow X on Twitch. Who's X? Jeez. Clear instructions, people. Give them clear instructions. How many times do I have to say it? Why did I'm joking around too much. Why did I... Oh yeah, bread. Bread. I need looting on a sword for those cows. I'm kind of at a point now where enchanting is just the next thing, so, Oh, I'm staring at it. So I think we'll breed up a couple more of these, do some farming up top, and we're kind of golden for me to, get some real stuff done in the next episode. Did we do it? Did we reach 500k? I honestly, like... I was thinking, I know there'll be some people watching not following, but most of you will. And then We may or may not actually hit 500k, but apparently we hit 500k. That is superb. Thank you so much for the support, peeps. I appreciate y'all doing that, helping us get there. That's terrific. Let's go chop down a tree to celebrate, right? I haven't got any wood. I haven't got a crafting bench or sticks. I'll bring some of that with me. Just to put that away a minute ago. Thank you ever so much, peeps. Appreciate you helping me hit that milestone. Wonderful. The Black Sheep, thank you for the prime. Oh god, the noises! Oh, so much breakerage. All of the breakerage. Anyway, after this stream, I'm going to be ordering food, right? And I haven't made up my mind. Do I want pie and mash or some burritos? Those are my two choices, really. I want to see what chat says. Oh, I might have a look on... Actually, yeah, I was going to have a quick look on Uber Eats, right? Every time I try and order from Uber Eats, which constantly gives me coupons for, like, discounts, £10 off, I'm like, well, that's a bargain. Like, whenever I look at a menu, by the time I pick what I want, it always tells me there's no one to deliver it. Like, I've tried, like, 3 or 4 times now, and my experience has been terrible every time. Right, most of chat is actually saying burritos, which is kind of what I was leaning towards, and then I could cook some edamame beans and chuck those in as well. I'll get a burrito, I'll get a naked burrito bowl with it, and then I'll chuck in some edamame beans, I reckon. But I'm going to have a quick check at Uber Eats. And that'll probably waste 20 minutes of my life trying to order off of there again. Curry. I was tempted, but I'm not going to. I've had so much curry lately, I just feel... Oh, this is the wrong type of tree. I just feel a little less enthused. But also, doing this like intermittent fasting and always trying to like keep a good relationship with food, because I'm the kind of person that can just eat. I have just been like trying to like disconnect a little bit from the whole like zonking out and mega meals and stuff, because I did so much of that over the last couple of months. And like now season 8 is here. Season 8's gonna like be a lot of fun and keep me good, because you know we're still in lockdown. Still, I've seen more family recently due to restrictions lifting. It's helped tremendously, but you know it's still a tricky time, and it has in a ways kind of manifested itself through food a little bit by having these like zonk out, watch a movie, have a mega curry or whatever. And I feel like it's time now to start reeling that back in a bit and be a bit smarter with my eating decisions, you know, because I'm going to be really enjoying what I'm doing for the next few months, you know, and so keep the relationship good with food. America is basically fully open now, says the Doodle Dragon. It might be fully open, but like people won't behave like it's fully open. Some people will. Like over here, I mean, even when it's fully open here, I'm still gonna naturally just feel very precautious, and it's gonna be tricky. Like I'll probably be wearing a mask at the shops for like quite some time, and maybe if they lift the mandate, I might stop. But I don't know. I just feel like being on the side of caution is smart. It doesn't take anything to wear a mask and potentially reduce risk for yourself and other people. So why not, you know? No mask required. Yes, that's right. In the States, I think you don't even have to wear a mask anymore. And, you know, if that works out well for everyone over there, that's terrific. But I personally would be erring on the side of caution. But obviously wishing for the best, right? There's a quote about that. It's like, prepare for the worst, wish for the best, basically. That's what you gotta do. Let's go. We're gonna have to make a new map. Wearing a mask actually helped my allergies last spring, so that was great, says Ches Waldo. Oh, that's an interesting remark. Like, yeah. I could quite see that happening. Your allergies being a little bit restricted by the mask could be a good thing. Okay, what's up with the music? Let's put that back on. That actually tells me that it's time right there. Asf, 26 months. Appreciate all of them. Thank you ever so much. Gypsy Bob, Here for 40 months. Love the first 2 episodes so far. I'm really glad you do, because I feel like I've come into this thing so unprepared. But once we get in the groove and get the end game stuff coming in, the shulker boxes and the wings, like it's gonna be a game changer for us, right? We're gonna have a lot of fun this season and get to our projects. Right, according to my Twitch, it recommends that I should raid Iskall, but Iskall raided me, so Iskall surely can't be live. We're going to go raid Daisy Music today, so if you want some music in your life, come check out Daisy. She's a wonderful singer, and we're going to raid her today. So, massive thank you to everyone who tuned in. Be sure to hit the follow button and hit the raid button here on Twitch as well for the Daisy raid. That is it from me. This one, I'm trying to find the buttons to end the stream. There it goes. Big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated, and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you to all of my Patreons. Thank you for the gifted subs, and I'll see you soon. Okay, you can now hit the raid button. Take care. Bye-bye.